So to follow up with an SBC grind we did earlier, we've been given something just out the blue that, to be honest, I kind of didn't expect to get, to be fair. We got an 82 times 20. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for Eldorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with Eldorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. But it's repeatable. Now, obviously you need 22 players to obviously finish off all of it, because it is going to be 2 SBCs to be completed, but it's a very interesting one to see how well this works. Now, we don't know the pull rates of it. We literally have just seen the title of it. It's an 83 rated team with a team in a week. Realistically, if you've been grinding the game quite a lot, you should have a lot of team of the weeks in your club, in your storage, wherever. That should be fine. The 84, we need 186, which, okay, we've got that in the club already. So I'm just very interested to see the repeatability of this more so than anything. So for instance, let's go and whack Benzema in this one as the 86, and then we will go gold, we'll go storage, position, and low. That should give me the 84. I don't think I've got too many lows. I was going to say, I've got quite a few. So that's an 84 rated team. I probably could get rid of some of them 84s. But for now, we'll just put this in because I want to see what comes back. That's the big thing. So we get a premium gold pack. Always interesting. Is it tradable? It most definitely is. That's what we like. And then we've got an 83 that I'm going to have to put actually 83s in this. We'll go club. We'll drop this down to 83. And then we'll go high to low, and that should be fine. So we'll just put the 83s in. Obviously, we'll get an inform, and then we'll get 2 82s in here to make it the minimum that you can put in. So plenty of team of the weeks. We've got so many of them, it's unbelievable. So Wilson can go in, and then we'll just need to find 2 82s. So they should be relatively here. I can imagine a lot of people's clubs are pretty much like mine, where they are pretty much extinct of anything lower than 82 at this point. So that's one. We get a 2-player pack from that one. Okay, that makes more sense. So that's an 82 times 20 done. I can imagine already skeptical of these being repeatable. These are going to have a really low drop weight. I'm just interested to see what they can actually give us. Now, the daily login, I wanted to know, is that finished today? I want to say, is that finished? I can't remember if this is finished or if it's the other one that should be finished today, because you should get the full 86 times free, I want to say, but I want to say this completed yesterday. Or maybe not, maybe today then. So we'll obviously get that and we'll open that up as well. We've also got the crafting one done. Login complete. So what do we get today? We get 83 times 10 and an 86 times 3, which comes in perfect time for something repeatable. That's kind of what we've been waiting for with a lot of the higher rated fodder, is just something to continuously go in. It's great with the 83 times 10. It's great with the 85 double, the 86 combo, but once they're all done, there's nothing else left. So we get the 2-player pack, which is tradable as well. We've got stuff to put in the club anyway. So let's have a look and see. But I imagine it's 2 players, guaranteed rare. I don't know if they are. I'm assuming both of them are gold. I don't think it's silver and bronzes. We're going to get a 76 and an 81. Okay, we can get some coins back off there, potentially get an upgrade player, but it's not going to be much. The premium gold player, obviously tradable. Whether you get anything, it's going to be a very hit and miss sort of design. We'll get rid of all of these. I don't think these go for anything, do they? We'll whack them up for 900 and see if he sells. I can't imagine they do. The commons will just go back in. Obviously, if you need coins, then put them back into the transfer. So let's have a look at an 82 times 20. Give me a walkout. So how many walkouts is the question? We get Marquinhos in this one. What, 87? Do we get a double? I don't even know if you can tell a double anymore, but do we get a double? We got 1. Is that? Yeah, that's a 1 animation. So 85s and 84s would be needed. Ooh. Oh, no, I've got duplicates. So 84, plenty of 83s, couple of 82s, couple of 85s. Okay, so that's... I'd say that's a pretty hefty amount. So if then I was taking that theory again, because 20 of them, say we put Marquinhos in, so we go back to it, because it may be that you have to add a couple of players, but not that much that it says it's not worth doing again. I feel like this could be a very, very good grind to just grind these completely unlimitedly. So obviously if you get a couple of double walkouts, that's going to be fantastic. But for instance, say we put in Marquinhos in this, and then we go to the bottom of our storage here. So we go low here, and we put in... Did we only get 182? We didn't get any. So we go and whack them in. We need an 84 rated team. So obviously we got a few 82s that went back into the club. Let's see what the lowest is. Because even if you just get like the kind of the high rated cards out the way, buying a couple of 82s is not the worst thing in the world. Like I'd rather do that than buy the 87s and 86s. So if we go low again, or in fact if we go to newest, we should have some 82s in here. So let's see what gives us an 84 rated team with these 82s in as well. So go like that, and then we'll go one more. That's an 83. So then if we go back over, what about an 84? Just throw that in. There we go, 83. That does it. So 84 will do it into that squad. So pretty much everybody that we packed. And we got lucky with a Marquinhos. I can imagine there's probably going to be a few that don't get the walkout. That at least should be filled with a few 85s, hopefully. And there will be the cases of a couple of walkouts and a non-couple of walkouts in these. And that's the bit that you've got to differentiate between what's the difference of getting like 20 players all below 83. Is that a real possibility? And I can imagine once in a blue moon that can happen. I imagine the lowest that you should get is an 84 from just hopefully speaking sense. But let's go and add 84s and above, or 84s and below. In fact, I've got a lot of 84. Oh no, in fact, I don't need 84s. I need 83s. Have we got any 83s in here? None in the storage. So we're going to just go ahead and use the club again. But obviously, if you wanted to use a couple of 84s, then obviously go and do that, and then you can go and put some 82s in. So maybe holding some 84s back might be worth it, and just putting in a couple of extra 83s rather than the 82s could be the work. So let's go and put 2 82s in here. And obviously, it all depends on what you put in as an inform. So for instance, in my SBC storage, I don't know what informs I've got in here. But we've got, okay, we have got an 83. So we've got a fair few. So if I put an 86 inform in there, we could obviously utilize that with lower rated fodder in there as well. So that's always a nice thing to put the absolute minimum in. For instance, if you are looking at an 83 rated team, you need 9 83s, 2 82s. The 84 the same. 984s, 283s. That is kind of the maths that you need. Then when you start adding in the 87, the 88 and all of that, that's where it becomes a little bit more tricky, because obviously you've then got to go ahead and drop down a rating as such. Instead of having the 2 82s, you could have an 81 and an 82. So always make sure of that. Let's have a look if we get anything else as well in the 81 times 3 or the 86 times 3 as well. We also do have an 83 times 10. I am very skeptical that I have got very little storage room, so I do need to put a hefty amount into this as well. So we've got the 86 times 3. No blue in that one, but obviously it's a guaranteed walkout. I've not really had many honourable mentions as well. Plenty of 89s. I think all of them could be duplicate, to be honest. Oh, we get Allison back. But then you could just go and do icon packs. But I would possibly save most of the fodder. I don't think there's really, unless you've already started a player, there's not really many players that I'm thinking I really want to grind out at this point. So I'm kind of just pretty, oh, that's terrible. No walkout at an 84 times 4. Wow. So I'm not really thinking of maybe doing any players anymore, to be honest. I like the idea of Bale. We did KDB. Everybody else, unless like I maybe want to do a Salma for kind of like a future plan maybe. That's kind of about it. So let's get the 83 times 10, and then we'll try another of these 82 times 20. I just want to know what the lowest point is, because then that can predict where you're going with the kind of ultimate grind of it, because obviously if it does give you a very low drop rate, we got to give up something. So what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and put in some into that 82 times 2. In fact, we'll do the campaign pick as well. There we go. That brings some extra room into the transfer because we need a little bit more. I've got quite a lot of high-rated fodder that I just don't know what I want to put it into, to be honest. So let's have a look what we get from this. It's a 1 of 4. It's a 1 of 4 now. I swear it won a 1 of 4. Juan Mata, beautiful. Ramos, big one. Dante, and 88 Simon. We are going to go for a bit of Mata. Look at that cheeky face. 99 on the dribbling as well. That's going to be great for a past and present, to be honest. So let's have a look and see what this next 82 times 20 brings us. Like I say, anything tradable you can obviously go ahead and sell. We're going to get another gold. We get a walkout. Okay. Right back, English. So it's going to be a bit of Trent. Do we get a double in this? We do get a double, so we get Peugeot 85. I just think this can't be a loss, to be honest. So the way that you kind of grind this as much as possible. So we've obviously got an 87 and 86. Obviously, they could be in either the same, or you could leave one out and then just put the 84s in. We then have an 85, 84, 44, a few 83s, and some 82s. It's basically enough to do like 80% of the SBC again. So you can just keep grinding through, and if you're doing some premium upgrades, if obviously you're going to, even if you was to do just one pack, like this is just a way of starting it if you can't, like if you've not got the club for it, all you have to do is like buy one of these. So like even if you bought just, for instance, just one of these, you're guaranteed 288s, but guaranteed a lot of fodder. That then could be the kind of, every time that you do one of these 82 times 20 could be the extra 20% like 10 times over. And that's not even still, like, I've only got 2 walkouts and both of them being no higher than 87. So it is a very good repeatable method. Like you can continuously just do this. So obviously then again, if we was to go and do the same, we go gold and then we go 84s again into the storage. It's going to give us the 84 rated team. And then I don't know if we've got anything lower in this storage now because we seem to be utilizing the 83s quite well. So say we put the 82s in here as well. So we've obviously got a decent amount in our club also. So that's just something extra that maybe you have got, maybe you've done a few upgrades. But what we could do with this is obviously with the 84s that we have got, we could drop them out, put Trent and Peugeot back into this, lowering the rating even more, meaning I don't have to put as many 84s in. I could put some 81s in if I really wanted to. So it is just a constant grind round. So it's kind of like how you do the 8. Well, I've got a load of Trent. So Trent definitely needs to go in here. We've got a few Peugeots as well. You can definitely tell who's coming out of SBCs. But say we throw Trent in, Trent and Peugeot in, then we throw in a few of the 82s. You could keep all of these 84s, then obviously chuck them into the 83 times 10, 83 rated SBC with an inform, and then you obviously can go ahead and put the inform in and basically lower their cost as well. So it is just a very, very good grind to go through. Like I could probably make that even lower if I really wanted to. There's just 2 84s, an 87 and an 86, as well as then the 83s. It is just a constant grind round, similar to the 83 times 15. I know that was only one squad, but then also you are getting some coins back if you just discard all the premiums, and then you can just go ahead and put them into more players or more packs eventually. So again, with the 83, what we'll do is we'll go 83 from the storage. I don't know if it's going to have anybody, but if say we go the 84s, just to get out a few more here, we then go into the storage again for the inform. I'm just thinking to try and get as much of the the storage out. So we go 83. But then if we was to go into the club, and for instance, if we was to just try and keep some of the low rated rares or go with our higher rated rares, in fact, what we can do is just start whacking some of these in until we go in. So say we go for we'll go with the 81s for now. So obviously it's 83 at the moment, and obviously we'd have to drop it down pretty quickly. It's not like I can put a whole squad of 81s in, but with the 84s, that should give us enough leeway to be able to put in a fair few of them. So we got 83 still, and then is this the last one? There's the last one. So realistically, we've put 484s, some of the commons that you'll just get naturally, and an inform. And that's another one done with very little legwork going on there. So I think this is going to be one of the best grinds going again. And like I said, with the premium packs, with the 2-player packs, the likely chance of you getting something is very slim. It's not going to be a very consistent method. Like, you will get commons, you will get like kind of non-stuff. Maybe if you do get a shadow or something, it might be worth it. A Premier League kind of league, manager league, but very rarely. But then you can obviously go ahead and sell these. All of them will probably sell at minimum at literally the least. So you're kind of gaining almost 2, maybe 3k a time on the premium golds. So at least that's enough to be able to go buy somebody if you really needed to. Or you could even go ahead and buy a few extra of the packs going into this as well. So it's a very, very good method to just keep grinding this round and literally just keep the grind going. Whether it's going to have a very good drop rate or not, that is to be seen really. It's kind of one of them that you've just got to keep going and still hope for luck. It's not necessarily a guaranteed thing, but it's at least better than what we had, because realistically, before this grind, the 84s and above only had player SBCs to go into anyway. So it's not as if they were going anywhere. I'm not putting 85s into a premium league upgrade. It's just a total waste. So at least they have got something to go into at this point, which is nice and affordable to be able to do. So this is a cracking grind to finish off the Team of the Year. It's absolutely brilliant, and I can imagine there is already some Team of the Years coming out of these from some people, because obviously you've just got to be lucky anyway. You could get it out of a gold pack if you were really that lucky. So let's have a look at this final one. It's going to be gold again. No walkout this time. I'm going to get German Serie A. Is Bissek an 84? I don't even know. Oh, when did Hummels go to the Serie A? Has he always been there? Have I ever been that? I don't remember. So we've got 85, 84, 44. This is where maybe holding a Trent back might have been a good idea instead of using both. It would have enabled us to obviously have that 86 and above 2 times rather than 1, but obviously for the purpose of what club we've got. But still plenty of 84s, plenty of 83s. Even with the lowest, like I said, I don't see you getting 20, 83 and 82s. If you do, it's a very, very unlucky pack and more than likely won't be consistent across the board. So I think this is an incredible grind just to keep going back through. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you do get something from these. And I would suggest still keep on going with the 83 times 10 and all of them good upgrades. They are well worth doing. I think we got the 83 times 10 and the 85 midfielders. We might finish that one, in fact. But they are still very much worth doing. Any of the upgrades is. But I would suggest definitely with that 82 times 20, it's going to be fantastic to just keep grinding with that. It's one of them that you just keep going and it's just a brilliant extra for everything. So let me know down below what you think. We're going to open this 86 times 5 midfielders just to kind of get the ball rolling. 85, and let's get an inform from the storage. Realised I've got so much of the same in the storage. I think I've got like 4 or 5 Trents. It's unbelievable. We're going to use an 84 just because we know we've got one in the club. And we'll swap him over with her. Beautiful. Let me know down below if you've managed to get anybody good. We're still looking for that untradeable Team of the Year from an upgrade pack. All of them have been promo packs so far. So we're going to break that curse and get one. And today, is that an icon? Oh, I don't know. McAllister. So is it a double? Oh, this is a way to end. Who is it? Who's even in the midfield? Is it a Team of the Year or an icon? Ah, I've had it 3 times. Oh, but I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. A 92 is unbelievable. So let me know down below, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.